Hello, wonderful parents and pupils. It is nice to have you back once again. My name is Teacher Emem. Our subject this morning is agricultural science, and our topic for today is on pests and diseases of crop plants. Pests and diseases of crop plants. Before we go into the main lesson, we would like to know the meaning of pests and also the meaning of diseases. A pest is any animal or insect which causes damage to crops. A pest is any animal or insect which causes damage to crops. While disease is a condition where the normal growth of a plant is affected. A disease is a condition where the normal growth of a plant is affected. Now that the definitions of pest and disease has been established, we would like to look at common pests, common examples of pests. We have insect pests. Insect pests. Examples of these insect pests. We have weevils, stem borers, grasshoppers, locusts, beetles. Examples of bird. We have weaver birds, bush fowls, and doves. Examples of rodents. We have squirrels, rats, grass cutters, and rabbits. We also have bats and primates. Examples of primates, we have monkeys. All these examples are common examples of pests, and they cause damage to our crops. Now we want to look at causal agents of crop disease. Remember, we have said that disease is a condition where the normal growth of a plant is affected. We want to look at what are the agents that causes crop diseases. There are 4 common agents that causes diseases to crops. Number 1, we have bacteria. Number 2, we have fungi. Number 3, we have virus. And finally, we have nematodes. These are the agents that causes diseases of crops. Next on our lesson today, we will be looking at some common crop diseases. Just like the humans, we have different examples of disease. We have malaria, we have typhoid, we have tuberculosis. And remember, when these diseases affect us, there's every possibility for us not to function well. It applies the same with plants. When they are infected with diseases, they might not grow well. Now, we want to look at some common crop diseases. We have maize smuts. This is a disease of maize, and it is caused by fungi. Remember, we had mentioned agents of crop diseases. We mentioned fungi, and this maize smut is caused by fungi. The maize seed on the corn turn into black dust. The disease spreads when wind blows the dust to healthy plants. And on the farm, some maize are planted close to each other. Now, when the wind blows and carries out this dust and it touches a healthy maize plant, the healthy maize plant automatically gets infected by this disease, and before you know it, the whole plantation is infected by this disease. Number 2, we have Cassava Mosaic. Cassava Mosaic. This disease attacks cassava. It is caused by a virus which makes the leaves to fold up and turn yellow. It is caused by a virus which makes the leaves to fold up and turn yellow. Remember, our maize smut is caused by fungi. A cassava mosaic is caused by virus. And we said it makes the leaves to fold up and turn yellow. This disease is spread by white flies. Our maize smut is spread when wind blows the dust of an infected maize plant to other plants, while the cassava mosaic is spread by white flies. The next common crop disease is tomato rot. Tomato rot. This is a disease caused by fungi. It is a disease caused by fungi and can spread to other plants by wind. Remember, all these common diseases, we have agents, we have things that makes them to be transferred from an infected crop to a healthy crop. And for the tomato rot, we said it can be spread to other plants by wind. Now, how do you know that a tomato has been infected by this disease? You see that it dries up the leaves, the fruits, and drops the leaves. You see that the leaves will be all dried up, and the fruits will also be dried up, and then the leaves will be dropped. Finally, we have groundnut rosette. We're just looking at 4 examples. We have other common crop diseases, but we're just taking 4. We have groundnut rosette. Groundnut rosette. This groundnut disease is caused by a virus which turns the groundnut leaves to yellow. The disease is spread by insect called aphids. The disease is spread by an insect called aphids. Alright, we come to the end of today's lessons. Remember, we've talked about pests, examples of pests. We've talked about disease. We've mentioned casual agents of crop diseases and some common crop disease. Please feel free to send in your questions as I'll be here to answer them. Remember to listen to the lessons over and over again for a better understanding. Remember to always wash your hands, stay safe, avoid crowded places. Until we meet again next week, we will be discussing how to prevent or control pests on the farm. We'll be looking at how to control or prevent pests on the farm.